the College of Registered Nurses in Nova Scotia, and I and a colleague brought this resolution forward. And as it said in the resolution, the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, if you haven't seen it, this is what it is. This is what it looks like, and I'm surprised that many people don't realize, and yet it is very intimate to our practice. So very quickly, how this resolution came about, my colleague and I were working with individuals who self-identified experienced some form of violence. Excuse me, and one day this woman came in and started disclosing horrors that we realized were torture. So we looked around and we said, can somebody help her or help us help her? And there was no one there. There was no literature on the issue of torture that is perpetrated by private individuals. Private individuals are known as non-state actors in the human rights language. We didn't have a terminology for it in 1993, so we helped the woman and she did get better. And then we looked at Canada and we found that in Canada there's no law against torture that's perpetrated by the non-state actor or the private individual. So then we decided, okay, we had to do something. So 5 years later, in 1998, we had put out word in Nova Scotia if anybody else had experienced such violence, and 5 more individuals, women, came forward. So then we said, well, okay, this is how we understand non-state torture. So we decided to go to a conference in the United States and ask people if we were making sense. They told us absolutely. So at that conference, we put up our dream to go to the UN because we realized that it was more than Nova Scotia, it was more than Canada, that it was larger than our country and our province. So unbeknown to us, there was a woman in the audience who said, I can invite you to the UN. So we went to the UN in 2004 in New York, and we said, what do you call this? And that's where we found the term, non-state actor torture. We learned that Amnesty International had only developed the term in 2000. That was 7 years after we had already started working. So from there, we've just kept the language and promoted it more and more. And we belong to an NGO, and we sent a shadow report, and the Committee Against Torture said to Canada that they should change their criminal code and include non-state actor torture as a crime against humanity, and of course CNA is part of that for social justice. Thank you very much.
Thank you.